I was covered with numerous wounds which my sweating had inflamed. It looked like someone had tried to slice me up like a cabbage, but didn't quite succeed. Carefully, I began rinsing the bandages. I'd wrap them around my body again once they dried. After wringing out the bandages, I laid them over my clothes and finally waded into the lake. The groan that escaped me was practically euphoric. I gritted my teeth to keep from crying out as the cool water soothed my wounds. The burning stopped, and I was able to swim a few laps in the lake without too much pain. Bear was splashing nearby, giving me strange looks. I didn't have the time or energy to figure out what they meant, so I swam back to the shore, hoping to dry off before putting my field gear back on. A surprise awaited me. Tucked in and neatly hidden beneath the bandages were some hawthorn leaves. I looked around, but the girl from the Hawthorne family was nowhere to be seen. Mikhail's memories reminded me that the leaves needed to be washed and rubbed a little to release their juices before being applied to my wounds. I did my best, though my past life had trained me more in dismemberment than healing. So I rewrapped my wounds as best I could. At least the dirty, sweaty uniform would go over the bandages. We endured the next 2 hours thanks to the thought that whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Optimism is vital, but even it runs out eventually. By the end of the 6th hour, the girls had fallen significantly behind, so much so that I gave up and turned back. Sure, Burdock and Frog had wanted to beat me up, but I suspected that was more out of herd instinct. What really piqued my interest was why Hawthorne had fallen behind. She had seemed to be doing better than most. I found them around a bend, near a tall, rocky outcrop covered in moss and young trees. Frog was vomiting violently, while Hawthorne held her hair and Burdock offered water to wash her face and rinse her mouth. "What's wrong? Is it the food?" I asked Hawthorne, hoping for an answer. She shook her head. "It hurts! Oh, Frog Goddess, it hurts so much! Help me!" Frog doubled over again, her skin taking on a greenish hue like an actual frog's, and her veins bulging. "She said that she could sense frogs dying somewhere nearby," Hawthorne mumbled, almost apologetically at the absurdity of it. Blood almighty! I guessed that it was impossible not to sense the mass deaths of your patron deity's creatures, and if you were cut off from divine support and sustenance, you could quite literally croak along with the frogs. "Where? Show me,"